If you're a man over 60 and you've noticed changes, maybe your erections aren't what they used to be. Maybe they're softer, slower, or missing altogether. And if you've quietly accepted it, telling yourself, well, I guess that's just part of getting older, I want to gently challenge that belief today. Because what if I told you the real cause of your struggles might not be age at all? I know, we've all heard it, that after a certain age, things just start slowing down. Less energy, less drive, less intimacy. It's almost like there's this silent agreement among men. You don't talk about it, you just live with it. But here's the truth, you're not broken, and you don't have to fade quietly into the background. Over the last 3 decades, Dr. Michael Bennett, a board-certified urologist with more than 30 years of experience in men's health, has helped thousands of men across the country, from military veterans to teachers to retired grandfathers. And what he's discovered flips the old narrative on its head, because in many cases, the root cause of weakened erections isn't age, it's nutrient deficiency. Not pills, not testosterone shots, not even fancy procedures. Just the right fuel your body has been quietly missing. Bruh. Now I get it, that might sound overly simple, but sometimes the truth is simple. Think about it. Our bodies are incredibly smart. Even as we age, the system still wants to function. The engine still runs. It just needs clean oil, not sludge. And here's the kicker. Many of the nutrients your body needs to support strong, healthy erections are found in 5 humble, everyday foods. 5 types of nuts. Nuts you can pick up at your local grocery store. No prescriptions. No awkward conversations. And before you roll your eyes, I'm not talking about trendy superfoods or miracle cures. I'm talking about simple, natural, nutrient-dense tools that help improve blood flow, support testosterone production, and protect your arteries. But we're not just going to throw a list at you and call it a day. This is a conversation, a journey. And I want to walk it with you step by step, because I've been there too. That feeling of wondering, is this it? Is the best behind me? That quiet worry you don't say out loud. You deserve better than quiet resignation. You deserve clarity. You deserve confidence. So as we move through this journey, I invite you to stay curious, to gently challenge that old belief that age equals decline. Because it doesn't. And yes, maybe you've tried pills like Viagra, but here's what Dr. Bennett wants every man to know. Those pills were never designed for long-term use. They don't heal anything. They just force a reaction temporarily, and often with side effects. But your body already has the blueprint. Nature already gave you the tools. We just have to start using them. Now, over the next few minutes, we're going to explore these 5 powerful nuts one by one. I'll explain what each one does, why it matters, and how to make it part of your daily routine with 0 stress. By the end of this journey, you'll not only understand the science, you'll feel something else. Hope. The kind of hope that says, I'm not done yet, because you're not. Let me ask you a question before we go further. When was the last time you felt truly connected? To your body? To your energy? To your partner? If you had to pause before answering, I want you to know, you're not alone. And more importantly, it doesn't have to stay that way. So take a breath. This isn't about shame. It's about reconnection. It's about giving your body the respect and support it's been quietly asking for. Coming up, we'll begin with the first and arguably most underrated nut, one that holds the key to reigniting testosterone and protecting your blood vessels from the inside out. Stay with me. This could be the turning point you didn't know you were waiting for. Let me tell you something that most men over 60 have never heard. There's a single nutrient that could be the difference between feeling flat, tired, and disconnected, or waking up with energy, confidence, and strong, dependable erections. That nutrient is called selenium, and the easiest way to get it? Just 1 or 2 Brazil nuts a day. Yes, Brazil nuts. Those large, creamy, slightly sweet nuts that often get ignored at the bottom of the trail mix bag. Turns out, they're one of nature's richest sources of selenium, a trace mineral that your body absolutely depends on, especially as you age. Now here's the thing, most men have never even heard of selenium, but your body knows exactly how important it is. As you get older, your testosterone naturally declines. Your arteries lose flexibility, blood flow slows down. That's part of the aging process, yes, but not the whole story. Because selenium isn't just some bonus nutrient. It's a critical building block in the production of testosterone. Even more, it plays a vital role in glutathione synthesis. Glutathione is one of the most powerful antioxidants in your body. It protects your cells, including the delicate lining of your blood vessels, from oxidative damage. So what does that mean in real life? It means selenium helps support healthy circulation, especially to the areas of your body that matter most when it comes to intimacy and performance. And here's something else. A major European study found that men with higher selenium levels had better sperm quality, stronger hormone profiles, and even improved mood compared to those who were deficient. And these weren't young guys in their 20s. These were men in their 60s and 70s, just like you and me. The body still wants to perform. It still wants to connect. It just needs the raw materials it's been missing. That's where Brazil nuts come in. 1 or 2 a day. That's it. That's small. That's simple. You don't have to change your entire diet. You don't need to swallow handfuls of supplements. You don't even need a prescription. Just eat 1 or 2 Brazil nuts in the morning, with your coffee, your tea, or even your oatmeal, and let your body do the rest. But here's an important warning. Don't overdo it. Brazil nuts are extremely dense in selenium. More than 2 a day can actually be too much, leading to digestive upset or selenium overload. Think of them like natural medicine. A little goes a long way. Now let me speak to you man to man. I've worked with men who've gone years without feeling like themselves, quietly avoiding intimacy, making excuses, slowly losing confidence, not because they stopped caring, but because they didn't know what was happening inside their own body. I want you to hear me clearly. You are not broken. You are still wired for strength, for energy, for connection. The fire hasn't gone out. It's just been waiting for a little oxygen. And sometimes, something as small as 1 Brazil nut can be the spark that gets things going again. What I love about Brazil nuts is how quietly powerful they are. No flashy promises, no fast-acting gimmicks. Just pure nutrition supporting the systems your body already has. Your testosterone, your circulation, your mood, and your energy. In fact, many men who start eating Brazil nuts daily report surprising side benefits. Better sleep, sharper focus, a more stable mood. That's because selenium also plays a key role in thyroid health, brain chemistry, and immune function. So even though you might start eating them to improve erections, you end up supporting your whole system. That's the beauty of working with your body instead of against it. So here's my challenge to you. Tomorrow morning, eat 1 Brazil nut, just 1. See how your body responds after a week, then 2 weeks, then a month. The changes might be subtle at first, but if you pay attention, you'll start to notice a steadier energy, a return of confidence, a quiet signal from your body saying, I'm still here, and I still work, and this is just the beginning. In the next part, we'll talk about another nut that supports your blood flow in ways most pills can't, and it's probably sitting in your kitchen right now. There's something most men don't realize until it's gone. Blood flow. When it comes to erections, testosterone gets all the attention, but without proper circulation, even high testosterone levels won't mean much. Because if blood can't flow where it needs to, your body simply won't respond the way it used to. And that brings us to one of the most powerful yet overlooked tools nature has to offer. Walnuts. Yes, those little brain-shaped nuts sitting quietly in your pantry may be exactly what your arteries and your confidence have been waiting for. Walnuts are rich in L-arginine, an amino acid your body uses to create nitric oxide, the molecule that tells your blood vessels to relax and open up, allowing blood to rush in and do what it's supposed to do. Let me break it down simply. When you're aroused, your body sends a signal. That signal triggers the release of nitric oxide. Nitric oxide tells your blood vessels, relax, expand, let it flow. But here's the catch. As you age, your body produces less nitric oxide naturally. That means slower response time, weaker erections, and less morning confidence. So how do you support your body in making more of it? That's where walnuts shine. By giving your system a steady source of L-arginine, you're helping it produce nitric oxide the natural way. No pills, no chemicals, no pressure. But that's not all. Walnuts are also packed with omega-3 fatty acids, those heart-healthy fats that lower inflammation and improve artery health. And here's something important. Many doctors now consider erectile dysfunction an early warning sign of heart disease. Why? Because the blood vessels in the penis are smaller and more sensitive. If they're not getting enough flow, chances are your heart isn't either. So when you support your circulation with walnuts, you're not just investing in sexual health. You're protecting your heart, your brain, and your longevity. Now, I'm not just speaking from research. I've seen this work in real life. Some of my patients, men in their late 60s and 70s, started adding a small handful of walnuts to their daily routine, just 6 to 8 halves a day, as a snack, sprinkled on breakfast, or even tossed into a salad. And within 2 to 3 weeks, they noticed something powerful. Morning erections started to return. Response time improved. But more than that, they felt a quiet confidence coming back. Because it's not just about performance, it's about feeling like yourself again. You walk taller, you feel present with your partner, you stop avoiding closeness, and start looking forward to it again. That's the part most people don't talk about, but it's real. When you feel like your body is working again, you reconnect with yourself and with life. And here's something else. Walnuts are satisfying. They give you crunch, flavor, and fullness without relying on sugar or processed snacks. That means fewer blood sugar crashes, more stable energy, and better weight management, all of which impact testosterone and performance. So here's the practical part. Grab a small handful of walnuts each day. 6 to 8 halves is enough. Don't overthink it. No need to count calories or change your diet completely. Just one small, consistent action. And let your body take it from there. Because sometimes, the body doesn't need to be pushed. It just needs to be supported. And that's exactly what walnuts do. They're not flashy. They don't make big promises. But day by day, they restore something deeper. Healthy blood flow, hormonal balance, and a sense of masculine vitality. If it's been a while since you felt that, let this be the moment you begin again. Start tomorrow. A small handful. No pressure. Just intention. Because your body hasn't forgotten how. It just needs a little help remembering. And as powerful as walnuts are, the next nut we'll explore has a different kind of impact. Working behind the scenes to rebuild your hormones, your mood, and your desire from the inside out. Coming up, we'll explore the humble almond, rich in minerals your body craves to rebuild hormones, energy, and confidence in the bedroom. By the time most men reach their 60s or 70s, certain things start to feel different. Maybe your energy doesn't last as long. Maybe your mood isn't as steady. Maybe your desire for intimacy, for connection, feels distant, like something from another chapter. But here's the truth. These changes don't happen just because you're getting old. More often than not, they happen because your body isn't getting what it needs anymore. And one of the simplest, most overlooked ways to start turning that around is with almonds. Yes, almonds. One of the most ordinary, affordable, easy-to-find foods in the world. But inside those small, crunchy little nuts is a powerful combination of nutrients that your body, at this stage of life, is absolutely craving. Let's start with magnesium. Magnesium is essential for proper blood flow, muscle function, and heart health. But most men over 60 are not getting nearly enough. Why does that matter? Because magnesium helps your blood vessels relax and widen, which means better circulation, not just to your brain and heart, but to your penis. That translates into firmer erections, more stamina, and even quicker recovery. If you've been feeling mentally foggy or physically sluggish, low magnesium might be part of the story. And almonds are one of the best natural sources. But that's just the beginning. Almonds are also rich in zinc, a trace mineral that plays a major role in testosterone production, sperm quality, and libido. Here's the catch. As you age, your body's ability to absorb zinc declines. And most older men are zinc deficient without even knowing it. Low zinc means low testosterone. It's that simple. But by adding almonds to your daily routine, you help replenish what's missing, supporting your hormones in a natural, steady way. Now let's talk about vitamin E, another key nutrient in almonds. Vitamin E is a powerful antioxidant. It protects your blood vessels from damage, helps reduce inflammation, and supports healthy cholesterol levels. That's important, because your erections are only as strong as your blood flow. If your arteries are stiff, inflamed, or clogged, your performance will suffer, no matter how much testosterone you have. Almonds help protect and repair those blood vessels over time, creating a healthier foundation for all the things that matter: energy, clarity, and confidence. So what's the best way to get started? It's simple. Just 10 to 12 raw or dry roasted almonds a day. That's it. Eat them mid-morning. Keep a small bag in your car or desk. Sprinkle them on a salad or into your breakfast, whatever works for you. You don't need to go on a diet. You don't need to give up coffee or carbs. You just need consistency. Because this isn't about instant miracles. It's about giving your body the steady fuel it's been quietly asking for, and letting nature do its work. Many men who start eating almonds regularly don't just feel better physically. They feel sharper, more emotionally present, and even more connected to their partners. That kind of shift doesn't come from one pill or one visit to the doctor. It comes from small, daily choices that compound over time, like a quiet investment in your strength, your vitality, and your relationships. Every almond you eat is a step forward, one less excuse, one more reminder that your best years aren't behind you. So, if you've been feeling like your spark is slipping, like the man you used to be is fading in the rearview mirror, try this. Tomorrow, eat a handful of almonds. Let your body feel what real support is again. Give it a week, then 2, then a month. You might discover that what you thought was lost was simply buried, waiting for the right care to rise again. And while almonds are powerful, the next nut we'll explore is something special, used for centuries by warriors, now backed by science as a true stamina booster. Let's keep going. There's something almost playful about pistachios. The way you crack them open, one by one, the satisfying crunch, that rich, earthy flavor. But don't let their size or simplicity fool you, because these small green gems are one of the most powerful natural stamina boosters a man over 60 can add to his day. And I don't say that lightly. We're not talking about tradition or folklore here. We're talking about real clinical research showing measurable improvements in erectile function, libido, and sexual satisfaction in just a matter of weeks. Let's break it down. Pistachios are rich in L-arginine, the same amino acid we talked about with walnuts. L-arginine helps your body produce nitric oxide, the molecule responsible for relaxing and widening blood vessels, so blood can flow more freely, especially where you need it most. What makes pistachios different is the concentration of this amino acid and how easily your body absorbs it from this particular nut. In one well-known clinical study, men who ate just 3 ounces of pistachios a day for 3 weeks saw significant improvements in erection strength, duration of intercourse, and overall sexual satisfaction. And these men didn't change anything else. No medications, no new workout routines, just pistachios, daily, consistently. So what's happening inside the body? Beyond L-arginine, pistachios are packed with healthy fats, fiber, and plant sterols that help lower bad cholesterol and reduce inflammation, especially in the arteries. That's critical because poor circulation is one of the main reasons erections weaken with age. Over time, your blood vessels can become stiff or inflamed. That slows down blood flow, not just to your heart or brain, but to your penis too. And the worst part? You might not even realize it's happening until one day, things just don't work like they used to. That's why many doctors say erectile issues are often your body's first warning sign. So when you start improving your circulation with pistachios, you're not just restoring intimacy, you're protecting your heart, your brain, and your long-term vitality. Here's something else I love about pistachios. They're satisfying. That might sound trivial, but for men trying to improve their health, it matters. Instead of reaching for sugary snacks or salty chips, pistachios give you crunch, flavor, and fullness without the crash. Plus, they help regulate blood sugar, reduce belly fat, and even support testosterone indirectly by helping you manage your weight more effectively. So how do you use them? Simple. Keep a small container of unsalted roasted pistachios in your kitchen, car, or even next to your favorite chair. Eat 1 to 2 ounces a day, around a couple handfuls. That's all you need. Try them in the afternoon, when energy tends to dip, or after dinner as a light snack before bed. The healthy fats and L-arginine will keep working while you sleep, supporting your blood vessels, restoring your circulation, and preparing your body for stronger mornings. And the results? They speak for themselves. Men I've worked with say they don't just feel stronger physically, they feel emotionally reconnected, more open, more confident, more willing to share themselves again with their partners. Because when your body starts to work again, something inside you wakes up too. The frustration fades, the excuses go quiet, and in its place is a man who feels present, capable, and fully alive. So here's what I invite you to do. Tomorrow, sit down and crack open a handful of pistachios. Slowly, intentionally, let it be a quiet act of self-care, not a diet, not a chore, a gift from you to you. And if you're truly ready to make a change, start today. Write it down and stick it on your fridge. 2 handfuls of pistachios a day for my health, my strength, my confidence. Keep a bag by your chair, in your kitchen, or in your car. Make this small habit something you never skip. And if you're already trying it or ready to commit, Type the number 1 in the comments to let me know you're with me. It's not just a number. It's a quiet promise you're making to yourself. Coming up, we'll talk about a nut that holds something even deeper, supporting stronger arteries and better hormonal balance for men in their 60s, 70s, and beyond. Stick with me. You're on the path back to the man you are meant to be. Some things in life feel almost too rich to be healthy, like macadamia nuts. They're buttery, smooth, and indulgent, the kind of snack that makes you close your eyes and just enjoy the moment. But behind that luxurious flavor lies something far more powerful, a natural source of healthy fats and nutrients that may be exactly what your body needs to rebuild strength from the inside out, especially when it comes to hormone balance, artery health, and long-term vitality. Let's break it down. Macadamia nuts are incredibly rich in monounsaturated fats, the same kind you'll find in olive oil and avocados. These aren't the harmful, processed fats that clog arteries. These are heart-healthy fats that help reduce inflammation, lower bad cholesterol, and raise good cholesterol. Why does this matter for you? Because your blood vessels, especially the tiny, delicate ones responsible for erectile function, need to be flexible, clean, and responsive. And one of the most overlooked causes of erectile dysfunction is something called endothelial dysfunction. That's when the inner lining of your blood vessels becomes damaged or inflamed. When that happens, your vessels can't open properly. Blood flow slows, erections weaken, and over time, that disconnection from your body becomes emotional too. Macadamia nuts help fight that. They contain polyphenols and flavonoids, natural compounds that support the endothelium and keep your arteries strong, elastic, and clear. That alone makes them worth adding to your daily routine. But there's more. These healthy fats also play a major role in hormone production, especially testosterone. Here's something most men don't know. Testosterone is actually synthesized from cholesterol, but not the kind you get from fast food. Your body needs clean, quality fats to support the natural production of hormones, and macadamias deliver just that. Instead of relying on synthetic hormone boosters or medications, you're giving your body the raw materials it needs to do the job itself. And that's how you support long-term vitality from the inside out. Now let's talk metabolism. Macadamias are low in carbohydrates, high in fiber, and extremely satisfying. That means they help stabilize your blood sugar, reduce hunger, and curb cravings, especially for processed snacks that can wreck your hormone balance and energy levels. And because they're calorie dense, you don't need many. Just 5 to 6 macadamia nuts a day can make a difference. That's it. Think of them like concentrated fuel, small, powerful, and deeply nourishing. You can eat them on their own, add them to a salad, or pair them with a square of dark chocolate in the evening. What matters is consistency. Because the men I've worked with who make this a daily ritual often come back and say things like, "I feel more grounded, I've got energy again, I feel like I'm waking up." And that's what this is really about, waking up the systems that aging tried to quiet down. Not with noise, not with force, but with nutrition, with care, with presence. So here's your move. Start small. Just 5 macadamia nuts a day. Let it be part of your routine. No stress, no big lifestyle changes, just a quiet act of self-respect. And if you're ready to take this seriously, write it down. Put a sticky note where you'll see it. Macadamias every evening for healthy blood, steady energy, and real vitality. Already started? Ready to commit? Type the number 1 in the comments so I know you're walking this path with me. Your action inspires others. It reminds them that they're not alone. And while macadamias are powerful, there's still one more nut to go. A final tip: simple, specific, and deeply effective when eaten right before bed. It's the quiet closer to this entire system. And for many men, it's the turning point. Let's talk about that next. There's something powerful about the end of the day. The world slows down. Your body shifts into rest mode. And if you listen closely, you can hear what it's been quietly asking for all along. A chance to recover, to rebuild, to come back stronger. And what if I told you there's one simple food that can amplify that nighttime recovery naturally? A small, unassuming nut that helps improve blood flow, boost hormone levels, and enhance your sleep quality all at once. That nut is the walnut. We already talked about walnuts earlier in the day. They're packed with L-arginine and omega-3 fatty acids, both critical for healthy circulation and strong erections. But here's what makes walnuts especially powerful at night. They contain melatonin, the hormone that helps regulate your sleep cycle. And sleep, as it turns out, isn't just rest. It's your body's rebuild time. Your cells repair, your blood vessels recover, and your testosterone, the very hormone that fuels your strength, stamina, and desire, is produced in higher amounts while you sleep. If your sleep is shallow, fragmented, or inconsistent, your hormone production takes a serious hit. That means lower testosterone, reduced energy, and yes, weak or disappearing morning erections. Now imagine this. You finish your day with a small handful of 6 to 8 walnut halves, about 30 minutes before bed. No pills, no powders, no gimmicks. Just real food, delivering real nutrients in the exact window your body needs them most. As you fall asleep, those nutrients go to work. L-arginine supports nitric oxide production for healthy blood flow. Omega-3s reduce inflammation and protect your arteries. Melatonin gently eases your body into deeper rest. And your testosterone gets a chance to rise naturally, undisturbed. And the result? For many men, it's the quiet return of something they thought was lost. That subtle but powerful signal of a strong morning erection. Not because of a drug, not because of force, but because their body finally had the right fuel at the right time. I've had men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s try this simple nighttime walnut ritual and come back weeks later saying, "I'm waking up feeling alive again. I feel like my body's responding. I thought those days were gone." But maybe they're not. It's a small change, but small things, done consistently, create real momentum. This isn't about trying to be 25 again. It's about honoring the man you are now. A man with wisdom, with experience, with more life to live. And that life becomes richer when your body is working with you again, not against you. So let me ask you, what would it feel like to wake up tomorrow and know your system is slowly coming back online? What would it mean to your confidence, your connection, your quiet strength? Because that's what's on the table here. And sometimes, all it takes is a single walnut ritual before bed to start unlocking it. So here's what I encourage you to do, starting tonight. Place a small bowl of walnuts by your nightstand. Just 6 to 8 halves. No salt, no sugar, just nature. Eat them slowly, about 30 minutes before you sleep. Make it your own quiet evening ritual. Your signal to the body. It's time to restore. I'm ready to come back stronger. And if you're ready to commit, type the number 1 in the comments. It's not just for me. It's your promise to yourself. Want to go even further? Try this. For the next 14 nights, eat your bedtime walnuts, then track how you feel in the morning. Energy, sleep, morning performance, confidence. Watch what shifts. And remember, this isn't magic. It's biology. It's the natural power of food, timing, and care, all working in harmony. And if you've come this far, you're not just watching a video, you're starting a new chapter. Let's finish strong, because you're stronger than you think. There comes a time in every man's life when strength takes on a new meaning. It's no longer about lifting the heaviest weights. It's not about conquering mountains or chasing endless ambition. It's about something quieter, more rooted, more human. It's about being connected again to yourself. And for many men over 60, that connection feels lost, not just physically, but emotionally. You stop trusting your body. You feel distant from your partner. You question your confidence, your energy, your purpose. But here's the truth, one that I've seen again and again in the men I've worked with. You are not broken. You are not past your prime. You are simply waiting for the right kind of care. Because what we've been doing in these past videos isn't just about erections or nuts or nutrients. It's about rebuilding the bridge between your biology and your belief, your body and your mind, your past strength and your present power. Every small action you've taken, eating Brazil nuts, almonds, pistachios, macadamias, walnuts before bed, they aren't just food choices. They're acts of self-respect. They're reminders that your health matters, that your story isn't finished, that your best years might still be ahead of you. And something amazing happens when a man begins to take care of himself again. He begins to feel more, not just physically, emotionally. His mood lifts. His sleep deepens. He laughs more. He stops making excuses for intimacy and starts looking forward to connection again. And that's where the real transformation happens. Because when your body starts responding, your identity starts shifting. You no longer feel like you're fading. You feel like you're re-entering the frame. I've had men come to me with tears in their eyes saying, "I thought I'd lost myself. I didn't realize it was still possible to feel this alive. My wife noticed before I did. She said my eyes looked brighter again. This is why I keep doing this work. Not because of science alone, but because I believe in the human experience of renewal. And men don't talk about this enough. We're told to be strong, silent, stoic. But strength isn't silence. True strength is reclaiming what matters to you. Your health, your dignity, your connection, your joy. You don't have to settle for decline. You don't have to accept detachment. You just have to start. One bite, one day, one habit at a time. And the ripple effect will amaze you. Maybe it starts with a little more energy in the morning, then a longer hug with your partner, then feeling sharp again during conversations. Then one night you wake up and say, I feel like myself again. And that, my friend, is what this is all about. Not perfection, presence. Not performance, wholeness. So here's what I ask of you right now. If this message is resonating, type, I'm still here in the comments. Let me know you're not giving up on yourself. That you're still showing up for your body, your heart, your future. And if you followed along through all these steps, commit one more time. Write down 3 things you've noticed since starting this journey. Better sleep, clearer focus, stronger intimacy. Celebrate that. Because awareness is the first step to lasting change. And get ready, because in the final part of this video, we're going to tie everything together. We'll talk about what it truly means to age with vitality, not fear. With strength, not silence. With hope instead of hesitation. The body is wise. It never forgets how to heal. Let's finish this strong, together. If you've made it this far, that means you didn't just watch a video. You made a choice. To care. To listen. To try. You chose to believe that your body isn't done. That your story still has momentum. That there is more life to live. Not in memory, but in the present. And I want to tell you something. You were right. Over the past few chapters, we've explored 5 humble yet powerful tools. Brazil nuts, walnuts, almonds, pistachios, and macadamia nuts. Each one offering something your body may have been quietly craving for years. The spark of testosterone, the return of morning energy, better sleep, better focus, a steady, strong sense of self, and yes, firmer, more reliable erections. But this was never just about performance. This was about reclaiming connection with your vitality, your confidence, your partner, and above all, yourself. Because aging, my friend, is not a decline, it's a refinement. Your body hasn't stopped working. It's been waiting for the right signals, waiting for you to return to it. Not with frustration, but with understanding. So here's what I hope you carry with you. You don't need extreme diets. You don't need to become someone you're not. And you certainly don't need to feel ashamed of what you're going through. You just need a few simple shifts, natural tools, daily rituals, small acts of self-respect repeated over time. That's how a new chapter begins. Not with fireworks, but with intention. And if there's one last thing I can offer you, it's this. You are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly where you need to be to begin again. If this journey has helped you, inspired you, or simply made you feel a little more alive, subscribe to this channel. Not just to support the work, but because this space is for you. For men over 60 who still want to grow, love, lead, and laugh. Each week, I'll be here with more tools about nutrition, movement, hormones, connection, and mindset, all tailored to this powerful season of your life. So hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell icon, and become part of a quiet movement of men who refuse to fade away. And before you go, type one thing this video gave you in the comments. A mindset shift, a new habit, a moment of hope. Share it, because your words might be the encouragement another man needs to hear today. You are not just aging, you are evolving. Let your next chapter be defined not by loss, but by what you choose to nourish, to rebuild, to reignite. And remember, the fire inside you has never gone out. It was just waiting for the right spark. You've found it now. Let's keep it burning.